incredibly difficult to drive. On a dirt track conditions change all the time, cars flipping, you know, close finishes, just high intensity.
What my best version to explain it is the cars are loud, the cars are fast, they're dangerous. One person is in control when you're out on the racetrack. There's 24 of them, and the drivers race as hard as they can for 30 laps straight.
I'm Tony Laporta, and fans, welcome to High Limit Sprint Car Racing.
High Limit's, it's where it's at. It's a top series. I feel like the drivers, the guys that are, you know, on the road are obviously some of the best, and you're racing just as hard for 15th on back as you are for the win. And I mean, maybe even harder back there. So
I'm Justin Peck, and you're watching Kubota High Limit Racing.
I think it's going to be tough. I think, you know, you're going to see times when they might do super well, there might be podium or might get a win. Then, you know, a few weeks later, they might not make the show. So that's it's a challenging part of High Limit, and I think we're all looking forward to the challenge.
But to go out and be a part of the National Series, be a part of the High Limit Series, race all over the country, you know, I love that aspect of it, and I'm just very honored to have the support of everybody back home.
And we're green.
It's cool to still race with these people, and it's going to be cool if, you know, one of us, of course, are going to come away the Rookie of the Year, so it's cool to be the first if that's going to be me.
Super blessed to have the opportunity and looking to put up a fight.
I'm Aaron Reitzel, and you're watching Kubota High Limit Racing.
High Limit Sprint Car Racing is high stakes, high rewards. Sprint cars are action-packed automobiles. Things happen fast, things happen out of control. You can be close to the action, it's dirty, it's loud, it rattles your brain, and you're not really sure what you're witnessing, but you know you like it.
I'm Tyler Courtney, and you're watching Kubota High Limit Racing.
My name is Chase Randall, and you're watching Kubota High Limit Racing.
Smack dab in the middle of Menominee, Wisconsin is where you will find the elusive Red Cedar Speedway. We say elusive because tonight it's the first 410 wing sprint car race here since 2006. It is race number 17 with Kubota High Limit Racing here in Wisconsin. The first time the series has ever visited the Badger State, and we've got a great crowd on hand, a decent field of cars back there in the pit area as well. You can see just to the left of our graphic there the amount of cars that have made their way into the pit area tonight to watch some action here at this 3/8 mile. Not a lot of sprint car racing has happened here at this particular racetrack over the last almost 20 years, and so the fans are piling in to get a look at it here this evening with Kubota High Limit Racing. My name is Chase Rodman. You might forgot that I was the announcer for the series, was not here last week as Tony Laporta was filling in over there at Butler Motor Speedway. And if you did not hear, I was at a family wedding, and so had to take care of business there, and we are back up here in the announcer's booth with High Limit Racing. So thank you all for watching. If you're watching at home on Flow, if you're on YouTube right now, or if you're here in the grandstands, we appreciate you all supporting the series. We're up here in this booth that is pretty small. Might be the smallest booth I've ever announced in before, but we're going to make do with it tonight. It's got an AC unit over there, which is set to 70 degrees right now, so nice temperature here. It does have a whiteboard back there as well, which I am pretty familiar with if you do know on the YouTube channel. So thank you all for watching here on Flow. We're ready to have a good night of racing here with Kubota High Limit Racing. 27 cars once again signed into the pit area. Here is the weather forecast for today. That has been an issue for High Limit this year, is the weather, but today no issues. Sunny and 75. Somebody wrote a song about that. 7-mile-per-hour winds and clear skies here in Menominee, Wisconsin. And you could tell, like I said earlier, it's smack dab in the middle of town. We drove by a couple of stores, and all of a sudden a racetrack came out of nowhere, and that is where we're at here tonight at Red Cedar Speedway. Here's an order of events for this evening. We'll start things off with hot laps and qualifying. 2 cars on the track at the same time for qualifying this evening. We will have 3 heat races tonight. That will be 8 laps in distance. A roulette redraw wheel to find out who will start where in tonight's dash. That will be 7 laps in distance. A B main for 12 laps, and a feature that will pay $12,000 to win in that main event. This is the third edition of the Roto-Rooter Midweek Series. Obviously, there is a separate points fund and a separate championship going on within the championship with High Limit this year. That is the Roto-Rooter Midweek Series, which Rico Abreu currently leads. Let's take a look at some of the notable entries heading into this evening. We do have some good names over there in the pit area, including the likes of Corey Day. Got Max Guilford here tonight, as well as Joel Myers Jr., Ayrton Jeniton. The PA Posse being represented tonight by Anthony Macri. Todd King is on the list. He's the only driver in the field that was here at the IRA back in 2006. Kyle Larson is in the field, as well as Austin Hartman, Austin McCarl, and Tyler Brabant. A couple of those names on the list there making their High Limit Racing debuts here this evening. Here's some of the track facts that you need to know about Red Cedar Speedway. It is a 3/8 mile, was built back in 1971, and the track record was established back on August 22nd of 2003. The lap is 14.386 seconds set by Todd Hefner, so we could possibly see a track record be broken after being established 22 years ago, back in 2003. We'll see if that does indeed become the case when we get to Capital Custom Trailer qualifying a little bit later on. Now, down in the infield is my co-compadre. He's been busy the last couple of days here doing all kinds of different stuff, but on Saturday night he was filling in at Butler Motor Speedway. Tony Laporta is down in the infield. Tony, it's a good thing you did not fill in for me here tonight at Red Cedar, because I'm not sure if your big personality will be able to fit here in this booth tonight.
Oh, Chase, that's a very different version of that joke that you told me back in the command center when we first laid eyes on the booth. You're right over one of my shoulders. What a great looking crowd we have here tonight in Menominee, Wisconsin. Chase, about that booth, you've got to be just ecstatic that you've got that whiteboard up there with you to keep you entertained during downtime and all the other stuff that's going to happen here this evening. Although it will be a pretty quick and snappy show for night number 3 of the Roto-Rooter Midweek Series. With no support class, things are going to fly pretty fast here. Chase, you also left out a very important detail. I filled in for you back on Saturday night at Butler Motor Speedway, and you were at your sister's wedding, but you neglected to let the folks know exactly what you were doing there, stepping in like I stepped in at Butler, except you were stepping in to be the flower boy. So congratulations on that honor. We're stoked that you were able to achieve a lifelong dream back home in California and throw the flowers out, as the do the kids say that? I don't know. Here's what the kids do say. Todd King back in the pit area in that number 47, the only drivers you mentioned, Chase, racing with us tonight, who has laps here at Red Cedar in a 410 wing sprint car. So who better to check in with back in the pit area before we get cars on track about what we need to know about this racetrack? I stopped with the driver of the number 47, Todd King, just a little while ago.
410 wing sprint car racing here at Red Cedar, not exactly very common. In fact, the last time a touring series came through with 410 wing sprint cars, we believe, was right around 20 years ago with the IRA. Todd King was here for that race. He competed in it. Yes. So Todd, what I got to know is how different is this racetrack we're about to hit than it was the last time you were here?
The last time we were here, it was a lot flatter. They banked it up a lot. The wall, now it kind of banks in and up to the wall. Before it was kind of flat. You can see where it's actually dug out on the inside of the track.
So the first time I really remember meeting you, we were just talking about it, you had to refresh my memory. Port Smith, Ohio, last year for the D. Niddle Memorial. You got like the long haul award from the family for towing all the way down from Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin. No long haul, at least not nearly as long a one. We're in Wisconsin. How far of a drive did you have to make tonight to get here?
It's just a little over 4 hours.
So when you're at 141 with us tomorrow night, much closer to home.
45 minutes.
You raced here 20 years ago, 19. Who's counting with the IRA? You've been kind of just picking and choosing races here lately. How tough is 410 wing sprint car racing right now to a guy like you who's seen it over the years?
Oh, it's changed a lot. I mean, as far as difficult, it's always been difficult. It's never been easy. It's the options now and the tires. You know, we don't have the options in the tires like we used to. The cars are very, bought. Years ago we used to be able to do, reverse split in the car and make it work, and we put turn here, turn there. We don't even do that anymore. We just space the tires a little bit and go. So as far as setup goes, it's a lot easier with the standardizing of the tires and stuff. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, I love coming up here to Wisconsin, not just because of the racetracks and the people like yourself, Culver's, I could get lost inside of one.
Absolutely.
New Glarus Brewery, massive fan.
Yeah.
And I mean, just cheese curds on every corner.
Yeah.
You guys got it figured out up here.
Yeah, yeah. There's a couple of restaurants by us. They make hamburgers that are big as a 12-inch plate.
We got to go there after tonight.
Yeah, that or well, I can't go to Golden Corral anymore. I gotta get out of there.
You got kicked out?
Yeah. Well, it turns out you can't put everything under the Chocolate Wonderfall.
Todd King.
So
we're glad you're here.
So thank you.
All
We're
right.
glad you're here.
Okay, keep an eye out. Number 47, Todd King here tonight.
Todd King is glad we're here. I'm glad Todd King is here. I'm glad all of you are here hanging out with us at Red Cedar Speedway for night number 3 of the Roto-Rooter Midweek Series. We're in Wisconsin. It's the land of fried cheese. It's the land of beer. And tonight, it's the land of sunshine and sprint cars, Red Cedar Speedway. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, cars are on track for Dirt Draft Hot Laps to kick off our night here in Menominee, Wisconsin. This is Kubota High Limit Racing live. Folks, we'll be right back here on
Engine heat underway right now at the Red Cedar Speedway here in Menominee, Wisconsin. We've got 27 of the best drivers in the country when it comes to 410 sprint car racing here with us tonight. And we've got a crowd still filing into the grandstands here. For the first time since '06, we've got winged 410 sprint cars on the track here at Red Cedar Speedway. Now, this track is not, you know, it's not like it's never seen the National Touring Series. I think they've had the World of Outlaws here before, the late model series, but when it comes to sprint cars, it is pretty rare here at this 3/8 mile. You can see in the infield there's a lot of really kind of darker dirt down there. There was about 2 inches of rain that came through the area last night, and I'll tell you what, this track crew has been on this thing, whether in the infield or also in the pit area, all day long trying to get this place into raceable shape, and they've done a great job. I'm not kidding you. When I say all day, since we got here at maybe 11 a.m., they were in the pits either mowing the grass or they were trying to work in the moisture and make it to where this place was able to host a race tonight. Let's take a look at the current point standings with Kubota High-Limit Racing heading in tonight, because we've got quite the shakeup after what happened at Butler Motor Speedway on Saturday night. We have a new points leader, and it is Sunshine Tyler Courtney with 990 points. He has a 6-point lead over Brad Sweet now. Rico Abreu is 30 back, then Brent Marks 35 behind. Aaron Reitzel 38, and Justin Peck is 68 points behind. So the top 6 in points with Kubota High-Limit Racing right now separated by just 68 points. Casey Kane is 7th in points. Tanner Thorson closing in on him. He is 8th overall. Spencer Baston 9th, and Chase Randall currently rounds out the top 10. He's also the leading Rookie of the Year contender with Kubota High-Limit Racing entering tonight at the Red Cedar Speedway. Now, also wanted to mention this real quick while we have a moment. The Roto-Rooter Midweek Series, Rico Abreu currently showing the way in that one as well. He has 2 wins on the year in the 2 features we've ran. He has a 14-point lead over Brad Sweet in that one, 32 over Aaron Reitzel, 34 over Tyler Courtney, and 35 over Justin Peck. So Abreu has been undefeated so far this season in the Roto-Rooter Midweek Series. Now, this tonight and this season, you are able to wager on High-Limit Racing. You are able to play for money. And so tonight you could do that by going to nxtbets.com/playhlr. While you are there, it'll show you which sports books are available in your region here in Wisconsin. If you're watching here at the track, or if you're at home, maybe you're able to partake as well. Here are some of the odds for tonight. The drivers on your screen, they have a number attached to them, and you would either need to wager if they will be better or worse than that finishing position on your screen. You must have a parlay of at least 2 or more together. Kyle Larson, Rico Abreu enter as the favorites tonight at plus, or make that 2.5. They must finish either better or worse than 2.5. Brad Sweet 3.5, Tyler Courtney 5.5, Corey Day and Anthony Macri at 6.5, and Brent Marks at 7.5. I do have Brad Sweet at better than 3.5 because Wisconsin is one of, if not the winningest track on his resume. He is so good in the state of Wisconsin. Obviously, he's never been here before, but still, I like that for Brad Sweet. Better than 3.5. Anthony Macri, I'm going to put him at worse than 6.5 going into tonight, and I'm going to put Brent Marks at better than 7.5. I think Marks is good on these sized racetracks. I think he's going to be pretty solid this evening as well. So Sweet, Macri, and Marks are the 3 guys that I am going with on the Rodman risk this evening at Red Cedar Speedway. So it sounds like you are able to wager in Wisconsin on the outright winners as well. So if you'd like to partake in that, like I said, nxtbets.com/playhlr, and you can get involved a little bit more than normal with Kubota High-Limit Racing. Now, last year there was a great documentary, a great docu-series put together for the drivers that raced with High-Limit Racing. It was called Dirt 2, A Season with High-Limit Racing. You are able to watch all 5 episodes of that docu-series on YouTube right now. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then check out this video.
How about a round of applause for our 16 high rollers here this year, ladies and gentlemen?
Brad Sweet, he's at the top of sprint car racing. Who's better in a wing sprint car than Brad Sweet? Nobody.
Hey, I love being the villain.
Rico, baby, Rico!
Rico Abreu is the single best personality we have in sprint car racing. Big Peck energy.
Brent Marks, the silent assassin.
He's got shoe in hand, James McFadden. Oh, upside down front straightaway, red flag comes out. Oh, we got one down in there. I think that was the Dirt 2 guy.
Are you ready to go sprint car racing?
The race crowd is a party crowd.
Yeah.
Oh, this girl's in her bikini.
The bikini contest, who's excited?
what race car for no real reason, but that's racing, mate.
If you haven't already, you need to check out Dirt 2. It is available on YouTube now. You can watch all 5 episodes for free on YouTube. It was just on Fox Sports 1 over the last couple of weeks, but now available on YouTube. It's available on FloRacing as well. There is a lot of good stuff in that Dirt 2 documentary, and Tony's in it a lot. Brian Walker, I'm in it a little bit as well. And man, it's incredible what that docuseries Tony was able to do for this sport. I've talked to so many people and seen so many comments online of people that said, hey, I didn't really know much about dirt racing or sprint car racing, but I watched this documentary and now I'm a fan.
Chase, you're dead on about that, and whether it's on the internet or through private correspondence, I'm not joking. I think 2 days ago, I was just, we were getting ready to go. We were trying to find out if we were going to race at 141. So yeah, Monday night, I get a text from John Doonan, the president of IMSA. They're the group that puts on the Rolex 24 at Daytona, the 12 Hours of Sebring, all the big national sports car races here in North America. And he's flipping through the channels, and he lands on Fox Sports 1. They come back from commercial, and it's us. It's you and I talking about winged 410 sprint car racing. And he sat and he watched all of the most recent episode posted on Fox Sports 1. And he's just one of the many people from all around the motorsports world who has reached out and said, man, I didn't even know anything about this. And they sit down, they're roped into it, and they're able to take in and learn a lot about not just high limit, but short track, dirt track, wing sprint car racing here in the United States. I want to pivot really quick. There was some drama going on in the pit area as we see this drone shot of the trailers back behind turn number 3. And I use the term drama lightly. It wasn't really any drama, but they were having to do some big time surgery on the quad of Brad Sweet's Casey Kane Racing number 49. They had Zane, they had Tyler, they had Ty Wolfgang, the crew chief back there. They could not get Brad's quad to fire back. Times were tense, but before I could leave, I just had the feeling they were going to get that quad fired off, because Chase, if you don't have that quad, you don't have a way to get your car to the chute. You're not getting out on the track. So, I mean, things are intense back in the pit area right now. You never know what's going to go on back there if you walk around for a few minutes.
I couldn't imagine what would happen to you if your pit reporter transport vehicle could not start up, Tony. That would be a disaster.
From our friends at JT Power Sports in Pennsylvania?
Yes,
correct. Don't worry, it did not have any trouble firing up. I'm looking at it. It's parked right there in Whiskey Myers Victory Lane. It navigated through the heavy dirt and the ruts in the back. And man, I am here, and that thing is going to be hopefully not needed too much tonight, but a massive thanks to Steve and the folks at JT Power Sports in Pennsylvania for hooking me up with my pit reporter transport vehicle. You're right. If I had to walk places, Chase, I mean, that'd be terrible, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be absolutely terrible. And Tony, I'm looking where you're kind of standing out there, and they, like I mentioned at the top of the show, they have been on this thing all day trying to get this event in, because if you look in some parts of the infield, I mean, it doesn't look that great, but they've got it in good enough shape to be able to have a race tonight. They got a little access road there on the left side of the infield. Where you're standing at right there appears to be in good shape as well.
Yeah.
It's just a fantastic job by the Red Cedar Speedway track prep crew and everybody involved here to be able to put this place into raceable shape, because when we rolled in today, the pits back there, it was in bad shape.
You're not kidding. And as we stick with that drone shot from Kubota High Limit Racing, you can see there's a full pit area back there. And for a little while, it was kind of up in the air how many trucks and trailers and sprint cars we'd be able to wedge in to this pit area as Chase Randall gets pushed off, headed towards the chute as we near closer to Dirt Draft Hot Laps Group number 1. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Chase. The folks here at Red Cedar knew they'd be getting a gigantic crowd of sprint car starved race fans here tonight. So I'll tell you what, folks, if you're here at the track and you see somebody with a Red Cedar Speedway staff shirt on, thank them, shake their hand, and how about let's give this track crew a round of applause, because this place needed some serious work tonight, and they did a great job, as Chase Rodman mentions, getting it ready to go. And look at that, just on cue, Chase, we're ready for sprint cars to hot lap.
Yeah, this place took over 2 inches of rain over the last 24 hours, and they've got it in good shape as we are now ready to get into our first Dirt Draft Hot Lap session, essentially a practice session for the drivers before they get into qualifying time trials. Let's introduce you to the cars as they roll onto the speedway. The white car in the middle of the front stretch now out of Gravois Mills, Missouri, driving the Ozark Barge and Dock Wet Steps, High Performance Lubricants, Hibden Gravel number 3. That is Ayrton Geniton. Ayrton Geniton in car number 3. And a driver making his high limit racing debut tonight from Plymouth, Wisconsin, in the Christine Hartman Realty Shufflebotham Tree Service, The Dispensary Metalcraft, number 87A. That is Austin Hartman. Austin Hartman in the 87A. And the most recent winner with Kubota High Limit Racing lines up on the front stretch now. From Monrovia, Indiana, the Skagit Speedway, Race Redeem Foundation, Ford Performance, Hagerili, number 26. That is Justin Peck. Justin Peck in the 26. And also getting fired off now, one of our Race Redeem Foundation Rookie of the Year contenders out of Locust Grove, Oklahoma, in the Pella Avanti Windows and Doors, Big Spring Car Wash, Water Treatment by Design, number 13. That is Dason Persley. Dason Persley in the 13. And also getting up to speed in turn number 2 now from Enumclaw, Washington. The Kane Screen Print Brumos Collection, HindredCars.com, Caravan Trailer Self-Storage at Tahali. Number 9 of Casey Kane. Casey Kane in the number 9. And the other number 9 out there on the racetrack, one of our Rookie of the Year contenders at Waco, Texas, and the all-by-your alternative, Infamous Inc. Bush's Chicken, Flint Rock Ranch, Easy Print, number 9R. That is the quickest chicken, Chase Randall. Chase Randall in the 9R. So for those of you that are maybe here at your first ever sprint car race, Randall in the green 9, Casey Kane in the black number 9. He's coming down the front stretch now. Final car in this session out of Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin, and the St. Nick's Chimney Happy Hooker Fishing Charters, BMRE Electric Carts, Kaiser Wheels number 47. That is Todd King. Todd King in the 47. As Tony mentioned at the top of the show, Todd King, the only driver in this 27 car field that has ran a 410 wing sprint car here at the Red Cedar Speedway, came back in 2006. He also ran in 2003 and 2002. We do have one more driver in the field that has ran a 360 sprint car here at Red Cedar, and that is Reed Alex. We'll see him a little bit later on in the hot lap groups. Dirt Draft has a new feature for 2025. It's called Dirt Draft Leagues, and it allows users to create private multi-event competitions and leaderboards going head-to-head with friends, family, rivals, or whoever they choose to invite. Users can customize the league length, weekly, monthly, season-long, or anything in between. Make sure to go to the app, or make sure to go to the App Store and download the Dirt Draft app, and you can receive a free t-shirt if you subscribe to the app. So if you want a free t-shirt and you want to have a little bit more fun with dirt track racing, then go to Dirt Draft in the App Store and get that downloaded. It is a lot of fun. You get a $100,000 salary cap. You choose a couple of drivers. As long as your team stays under that $100,000, you are entered and you have a chance to win points in the speed shop to buy all kinds of stuff, merchandise, tickets to races, and a whole bunch of other things as well. Check it out once again in the App Store. Tony, you are probably putting your lineup in right now.
I was making sure you were talking about Dirt Draft because, yeah, you can't win if you don't play. The crazy, really cool thing about Dirt Draft is once you pay to sign up even for just a month, you are automatically entered to win a lot of stuff that's worth even more than your membership. So Dirt Draft, it's like free money. You got to sign up, you got to play, and you can win a lot of really cool stuff that costs even more than your membership to play for just a month. So Dirt Draft, big fan of it.
Everyone loves free money as we are green for the first time since 2006 on a hot lap session at Red Cedar Speedway. Cars are underway right now. Fastest driver so far is Dason Persley at 13.071 as the white flag comes out. 13071. That is over a second under the track record right now. Justin Peck 13.339. He is in second. Chase Randall in third. Casey Kane in fourth as the checkered flag comes out. So that is it for the first Dirt Draft Hot Lap session of the night. Race fans, we are 1.3 seconds under the track record at 13.071. Dason Persley, car number 13, the fastest driver so far. Justin Peck in second. Chase Randall in third. Fourth is Casey Kane, and fifth is Ayrton Jeniton. Then Todd King and Austin Hartman round out the 7 cars that were out there for our first practice session of the night. We mentioned we're underneath the track record, but the track record is not established until we are in Capital Custom Trailer qualifying. Once again, that lap time is a 14.386 second. That was set by Todd Hefner back in 2003, and it was a little bit tough to find that track record. You go on the thirdturn.com, and for some of the races, they actually did not qualify, and so for the ones that they did, that was the fastest lap that we were able to find there, 14.386. As we now roll our next couple of cars onto the track for the next session of Dirt Draft Hot Laps. First car rolling onto the speedway in this group from Apollo, Pennsylvania. In the Mercedes Motorsports, Ducati of Pittsburgh, Hollywood Blasting and Coating, Mountain Mechanical, MAV Motorsports, number 42. That is Cy Lynch. Cy Lynch in the 42. And another driver making his Highland Racing debut here this evening from St. Cloud, Minnesota. In the Trobex Bus Service, Auto Value Parts, GT Transport, Johnson Jones Group Marketing, number 91. That is Reed Alex. Reed Alex in the 91. And another driver making his Highland Racing debut here this evening from Forest Lake, Minnesota. In the Anderson and Cook Ford, Twin City Powder Coating, JBL Builders, Aztec Counters. Number 74N, that is Luke Nellis. Luke Nellis in the 74N. And driver that just got his best finish of the season on Saturday at Butler Motor Speedway. Also on the Speedway from Minden, Nevada. In the JST Motorsports, The Ritual, Smith Titanium Factory Cane, Maxima Racing Oils, number 88, that is Tanner Thorson. Tanner Thorson in the 88. And also on the track from Auckland, New Zealand, the Honest Dave Roofing, Flint Trucking, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, Micah, number 16C, that is Max Guilford. Max Guilford in the 16C. And rolling by him on the inside and down the back stretch now from Altoona, Iowa, and the Country Builders Construction, Ochako West, Bosma Family Farms, Tucker Trucking, number 88W, that is the big unit, Austin McCarl. Austin McCarl in the 88W. And making his Highland Racing debut tonight from Princeton, Minnesota, in the Twin City Auto Glass, IB Holland, wall-to-wall painting, ground support construction, number 4S, that is Jeremy Snow. Jeremy Snow in the 4S. Those are the drivers that are in our second Dirt Draft Hot Lap session of the night here at Red Cedar Speedway. The lap time they are chasing is set by Dason Persley. It is a 13.071 seconds. Justin Peck, 13.176. Then Chase Randall, 13.367. Casey Kane, 13.517. And Ayrton Jeniton, 13.559. It's been an interesting day for Persley as he was waiting to see if we were going to get this race in or not. He raced last night during Indiana Midget Week. Finished up fourth at the Circle City Raceway down there. And if it rained out here tonight at Red Cedar, he was going to stick around Indiana, go race again tonight during Indiana Midget Week. But so far, he is the fastest in Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 1, as session number 2 gets up to speed. Tanner Thorson immediately goes to the top of the board. 12.864, 1.2864. Now a 1.2745 for Thorson on lap number 2 as the checkered flag comes out this time by. Thorson again faster on his third time by the line to a 12.676. So the checkered comes out, new driver atop the speed charts. It's the number 88 of Tanner Thorson, 12.676 seconds, 1.2676. Cy Lynch in that group, second quick overall at 12.835. Then Dason Persley third, Austin McCarl fourth at a 13.125. And Justin Peck currently rounds out the top 5 in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Then Chase Randall, Max Guilford, Casey Kane, Ayrton Jeniton, and Todd King, the top 10. So we are nearly about 3/10 off of being 2 seconds faster than the existing track record here at Red Cedar Speedway. As our next group of cars begins to make their way towards the racing surface in turn number 4. Here come our next group of cars rolling onto the speedway now from Lubbock, Texas, driving the Horizon Whiskey, Nice Crete and Landis, ShopTruckParts.com, PhilPools.com, High Performance Lubricants number 5. That is Brenham Crouch. Brenham Crouch in the number 5. And lined up next to him on the front stretch from Elk Grove, California, the FloRacing, Findlay Farms, HendrickCars.com, Falcons Brothers Trucking, Works Limited, JVI Group, number 57. That is Young Money, Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson in the 57. And lined up to his right out of St. Helena, California, in the Rico Abreu, Kerbagajanian Racing, Waste Connections, Pacific Boring, Stattle Offer Construction, Mississippi Valley Transportation, number 24. That is Rico Abreu. Rico Abreu in the 24. And also getting fired off now on the front straightaway from Lebanon, Indiana, in the Sander Engineering, Four Seas Construction, Tally, Autry Plumbing, SynCal Demolition, number 14. That is Spencer Baston. Spencer Baston in the 14. And making his way into turn number 1 now from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania, in the J&S Classics, Whitecap, C&D Rigging, Class 1 Transportation, number 39M. That's Anthony Macri. Anthony Macri in the 39M. And driver currently sitting second in Highland Racing point standings down the backstretch now. From Grass Valley, California, the Napa Auto Parts, Bruno's Collection, Durst Incorporated, Factory Cane, Self-Storage at Tahali. Number 49, that is the Big Cat, Brad Sweet. Brad Sweet in the 49. And also on the track in this session from Myerstown, Pennsylvania, in the M&M Painting and Construction, McGrew Equipment Auctions, Babs Paint, Livewire Customs, number 19, that is Brent Marks. Brent Marks in the 19. Green lights come on for our third Dirt Draft Hot Lap session of the night here at Red Cedar Speedway. Lap times beginning to come across the screen. The fastest so far is Brenham Crouch in this group. He's 10th overall at a 13:7:03. Brad Sweet goes to third quick. Now Anthony Macri to third quick as the checkered flag comes out. Kyle Larson goes to second. So that will do it for our third group of cars. The fastest driver in that session, second overall, is the 24 of Rico Abreu. The lap time, 12:726. 12.726. Tanner Thorson still the fastest overall at a 12.676. Then Abreu second. Brent Marks in that group went third quick overall at a 12.800. Then Kyle Larson fourth at a 12.803. Cy Lynch rounds out the top 5 in at a 12.835 for the number 42 car. Anthony Macri, Brad Sweet, Brenham Crouch, Dason Persley, and Spencer Baston are the fastest 10 cars, with one more group of Dirt Draft Hot Laps left to come onto the racetrack. Leading the final group of cars onto the speedway, the driver out of Santa Rosa, California, and the Eddie Gilstrap Motors, Velocity Engineering, IPC, Al Parker Racing Engines, number 19H. That is Joel Myers Jr. Joel Myers Jr. in the 19H. And the current series point leader rolls down the front stretch now out of Indianapolis, Indiana. And the NOS Energy Drink, Spire Motorsports, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, Brandt Professional Agriculture, Gainbridge, number 7 BC. That is Sunshine, Tyler Courtney. Tyler Courtney in the 7 BC. And coming to us out of Northport, Florida, driving the Global Link, Moxie Sports Advisors, Creative Products Group, NRC Truck Conversions, Easter Metal Signs, number 24D, that is Danny Sams III. Danny Sams III in the 24D. And getting fired off into turn number 1 now from Clovis, California, driving the Myers Constructors, Four Seas Construction, Driven to Save Lives, Sander Engineering, Tally Oil, number 14 BC. That is Corey Day. Corey Day in the 14 BC. And making his Highland Racing debut here tonight from Waupun, Wisconsin, the Anything and Everything Home Maintenance, Gluen & Sons, Premier Insurance, The Other Bar, number 99. That is Tyler Brabant. Tyler Brabant in the 99. And final car in this session, making his way towards turn number 3 now. Out of Clute, Texas, in the Fulkins Brothers Trucking, Power Plus, STC American Table, Bargain Bar, number 87. That is Aaron Reitzel. Aaron Reitzel in the 87. This is the final group of Dirt Draft Hot Laps here. Night number 3 of the Roto-Rooter Midweek Series with Kubota Highlander Racing at Red Cedar Speedway. There's a look at Corey Day, 2-time feature winner this year with High Limit, coming to Las Vegas Motor Speedway Dirt Track and the Tri-City Speedway in Granite City, Illinois. I believe Corey Day just got his first top 5 finish in the NASCAR Truck Series a few nights ago. As we head to the green flag, final hot lap session of the night is underway. Joe Myers Jr., 14th quick overall. There goes Danny Sams into the top 10. Sams is 9th overall at a 13.017. Aaron Reitzel jumps to 8th quick. Tyler Brabant, that car does not sound too healthy when he came across the line the last time by. As the checkered is flying on this final group of cars. Fastest in that group and 3rd quick overall, the number 87 of Aaron Reitzel. It's a 12.749, 12749. Aaron Reitzel 3rd quick overall, but Tanner Thorson will be the fastest driver overall tonight in Dirt Draft Hot Laps at a 12.676 second lap time. Rico Abreu in 2nd at 12.726. Then Aaron Reitzel 3rd, Brett Marks 4th at a 12.800, and Kyle Larson rounds out the top 5 at a 12.803. Cy Lynch, Anthony Macri, Brad Sweet, Danny Sams, and Brenham Crouch round out the top 10 in Dirt Draft Hot Laps tonight at Red Cedar Speedway. Next up on the racing program, it's going to be Capital Custom Trailer and Coaches qualifying. They are the #1 Renegade Toter dealers and the #1 Intech trailer dealers. No one sells more Toter Homes or Intech trailers than Capital Renegade Custom Trailers and Coaches. If you're in the market for a Toter Home or a trailer, trust the people that are there in the pits with you and that support the sport. Check out their complete lineup at www.capitalrenegade.com. So what you will see on the racetrack next, folks, is going to be qualifying. As we just mentioned, 2 cars on the track at the same time. They will go for 2 laps around the track. The best of those lap times will set them up for one of 3 heat races here this evening. And so once they complete that lap time, they'll pull off the track on the backstretch. And then after the entire order has gone through, they'll find out where they will start in one of those qualifying heat races. Tony, what do you got?
Chase, before we get to Eagle, Nebraska next week for another round of the Roto-Rooter Midweek Series, the Eagle Nationals, that race pays $55,555 to win. Fans who submit a hot seat question at highlimitracing.com, any fans who submit a hot seat question between right now and I believe the end of the weekend are going to have a chance to win tickets to a Whiskey Myers concert in La Vista, Nebraska this Saturday, June 7th.
Definitely a cool prize. Make sure you get those questions in as we come to the green flag, or at least we got 2 cars about to take the green flag in Capital Custom Trailer qualifying. First car out there from Enumclaw, Washington, in the Kane Screen Print Brumos Collection, HendrickCars.com, Caravan Trailers, self-storage at Tahali. Number 9, it's Casey Kane. And from Locust Grove, Oklahoma, the Pella, Avanti Windows and Doors, Big Spring Car Wash, Water Treatment by Design. Number 13, here is Dason Persley. Dason Persley in the 13, Casey Kane in the 9. Casey Kane on lap number 1. It's a new track record, 13.080, Persley goes to the top now at 12.825. 12825 on lap 1 for Dason Persley. Lap number 2 for Casey Kane, he's better, it's a 12.932. And for Dason Persley on lap number 2, he goes faster, 12.732. 12732. Dason Persley, new track record, first car on the speedway at 12.732 seconds. Almost a second and a half faster than the previous track record here at Red Cedars. We continue on. Next couple of qualifiers out of Monrovia, Indiana, in the Skagit Speedway, Race Trading Foundation, Ford Performance, Hagerly. Number 26 here is Justin Peck. And also on the Speedway from Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin, in the St. Nick's Chimney, Happy Hooker Fishing Charters, BMR Electric Carts, Kaiser Wheels. Number 47, it's Todd King. Todd King in the 47, Justin Peck in the 26. Justin Peck Fresh off his second win of the year, Butler on Saturday. Lap 1 for him is going to be second quick. It's actually identical to Dason Pursley, 12.732. Lap 1 for Todd King. He'll be a 13.512, 13.512. Peck's second lap needs to be better than Pursley's if he wants to take over top spot. He will not do it. It's a 12.930 on lap 2, so he stays second overall. Whoa, Todd King about hit the wall on the front stretch right there. Will slow down to a 13.708. First lap better, 13.512. Justin Peck now second and Todd King fourth, but Peck's time is tied with Dason Pursley for the top spot. Peck's second lap time is the tiebreaker, but it was not faster than Dason Pursley's. Next up, making his High Limit Racing debut tonight from Plymouth, Wisconsin, the Christine Hartman Realty, Shufflebotham Tree Service, The Dispensary, Metalcraft. Number 87A, here is Austin Hartman. And from Gravelly Mills, Missouri, and the Ozark Barge and Dock, Wet Steps, High Performance Lubricants, Hip and Gravel. Number 3, it's Ayrton Geniton. Ayrton Geniton in the 3, Austin Hartman in the 87A. Lap 1 for Hartman. It'll be a 13.458, 13.458. Ayrton Geniton on lap number 1. He'll be third quick at a 12.871, 12.871. Third quick for Geniton on his opening time by. Lap 2 for Hartman. He will go faster to a 13.362, 13.362. Ayrton Geniton lap 2. He'll slow down to a 12.886. First lap better, 12.871. Ayrton Geniton third and Austin Hartman fifth of 6 cars so far in Capital Custom Trailer qualifying. Next 2 drivers getting up to speed now. From Waco, Texas, driving the all-by-your alternative, Infamous Inc., Bush's Chicken, Flint Rock Ranch, Easy Print. Number 9R, here is the quickest chicken, Chase Randall. And the driver that was fastest overall during hot laps tonight. From Minden, Nevada, the JST Motorsports, The Ritual, Smith Titanium Factory Cane, Maxima Racing Oils. Number 88, here is Tanner Thorson. Tanner Thorson, the 88, Chase Randall in the 9R. Both drivers obviously making their red Cedar Speedway debuts here this evening. Lap 1 for Chase Randall. He will be fifth quick at a 12.936, 12.936. Tanner Thorson on lap 1. Fourth quick, 12.914, 12.914. Chase Randall looking for an improvement on lap number 2. He will not find it. Second lap, 13.026. And for Tanner Thorson on lap number 2, third quick, 12.789, 12.789. Tanner Thorson third, Chase Randall sixth of 8 cars here in Capital Custom Trailer qualifying. So 8 cars have gone. We've got another 19 to come onto the speedway to take time. Dason Pursley still the fastest at 12.732 seconds. Qualifying next from Apollo, Pennsylvania, the Mercedes Motorsports, Ducati Pittsburgh, Hollywood Blasted Coating, Mountain Mechanical, Mav Motorsports, number 42. Here is Cy Lynch. And also on the track from Forest Lake, Minnesota, and the Anderson Cook Ford, Twin City Powder Coating, JBL Builders, Aztec Counters, number 74N in his High Limit Racing debut. It is Luke Nellis. Luke Nellis, 74N, Cy Lynch, 42. Lap 1 for Cy. He'll be 7th quick at a 13.002, 13.002. Luke Nellis, lap 1. He's 8th to make that 9th overall, 13.507, 13.507. Cy Lynch, that car does not sound right across the line. He's faster on lap 2, but still 7th overall at 12.968. Lap 2 for Luke Nellis. He will slow down to a 13.561. First lap better, 13.507. Nellis was 9th and Cy Lynch was 7th. But as we mentioned there, Cy Lynch's car did not sound proper there as he came across the start-finish line. And so might be some work to do on that Mercedes Motorsports number 42. Here come your next 2 qualifiers out of Altoona, Iowa, and the Country Builders Construction, Ochako West, Bosma Family Farms, Tucker Trucking, number 88W. Here is the big unit, Austin McCarl. And from Auckland, New Zealand, the Honest Dave Roofing, Flint Trucking, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, Micah, number 16C. It's Max Guilford. Max Guilford, 16C. Austin McCarl in the 88W. Austin's dad, Terry, ran second here a couple times with the IRA Sprint cars back in the day. He's 8th quick on lap 1 at 12.990, 12.990. Lap 1 for Guilford. He's now 9th quick at a 13.277. That car does not sound good. He's off the pace a little bit down the backstretch. Lap 2 for McCarl. He will slow down to a 13.032. First lap better, 12.990. And Guilford is slowing on the front straightaway. So Max Guilford, we heard that car make a weird noise going into turn 1, and he was not able to complete his Capital Custom Trailer qualifying time. His first lap was a 13.277. That was 9th overall. Austin McCarl, 8th quick overall at a 12.990. Everyone's still chasing Dason Persley at 12.732 seconds. He and Justin Peck are tied at the top, which would not be the first time we've seen that this year with Kubota Highlander Racing. Two drivers making their Highlander Racing debuts here tonight. Out of St. Cloud, Minnesota, here is the Trobex Bus Service Auto Value Parts, GT Transport, Johnson Jones Group, marketing number 91 of Reed Alex. And also on the racetrack, from Princeton, Minnesota, the Twin City Auto Glass, IB Holland, wall-to-wall painting, ground support construction, number 4S of Jeremy Snow. Jeremy Snow in the 4S, Reed Alex in the 91. Reed Alex on lap 1. He will be 13th at a 13.772, 13.772. Jeremy Snow, lap 1, 14.195, 14.195. Reed Alex was 4th here with the Upper Midwest Sprint Car Series in 2017. Lap 2, he'll slow down to a 13.914. First lap better, 13.772. Jeremy Snow on lap 2, he will slow down as well to a 14.906. The first lap was better, 14.195. Reed Alex 13th and Jeremy Snow 14th of the 14 cars that have taken a time so far in Capital Custom Trailer qualifying. Next two qualifiers up on the Speedway from Myerstown, Pennsylvania, the M&M Painting and Construction, McGrew Equipment Auctions, Baps Paint, Livewire Customs. Number 19 here is Brent Marks. And also on the racetrack from St. Helena, California, in the Rico Avery, Kerbeck and JD Racing, Waste Connections, Pacific Boring, Stadloff Construction, Mississippi Valley Transportation. Number 24 here is Rico Abreu. Rico Abreu in the 24, Brent Marks in the 19. Lap 1 for Brent Marks. He is going to be 5th quick, 12.890, 12.890. Rico Abreu, lap number 1, 4th quick, 12.818, 12.818 on lap 1 for Rico Abreu. Lap number 2 for Brent Marks. He's now back to 5th quick, 12.861, 12.861. Abreu, lap number 2, he will slow down to a 13.044, but lap 1 was good enough for 4th quick for Rico Abreu at 12.818. Brent Marks 5th quick at 12.861. With about 11 more cars to qualify. From Dillsburg, Pennsylvania, driving the J&S Classics, White Cap, C&D Rigging, Class 1 Transportation, number 39M, here is Anthony Macri. And from Grass Valley, California, the Napa Auto Parts, Bruno's Collection, Durst Incorporated Factory Cane, Self-Storage at Tahali, number 49, here is the Big Cat, Brad Sweet. Brad Sweet, 49, Anthony Macri, 39M. Anthony Macri on his opening time behind the line will be 11th quick at 13.014, 13.014. Brad Sweet, lap 1, he'll be 12th quick at 13.141, 13.141. Anthony Macri, lap number 2, he will slow down to a 13.148. First lap better, 13.014. Brad Sweet, lap number 2, he will go faster but stays 12th quick at 13.134. Anthony Macri 11th and Brad Sweet 12th. Of the 18 cars that have qualified so far tonight at Red Cedar Speedway. Up next from Lebanon, Indiana, the Sander Engineering, Four Seas Construction, Tally, Autry Plumbing, SinCal Demolition, number 14, here is Spencer Baston. And from Lubbock, Texas, the Horizon Whiskey, 9th Street and Landis, ShopTruckParts.com, FieldPools.com. High Performance Lubricants, number 5, of Brenham Crouch. Brenham Crouch in the 5 and Spencer Baston in the 14. Spencer Baston a little over the cushion right there in turn 3. Lap 1 for him is going to be 13th overall at 13.173, 13.173. Brenham Crouch, lap 1, he is now up to 12th quick at 13.029, 13.029. Spencer Baston, lap number 2, he's up into the top 10. 10th quick at 12.979, 12.979. Brenham Crouch, he's better on lap 2, back to 12th quick at 13.012, 13.012. Brenham Crouch 12th and Spencer Baston 10th of the 20 drivers that have taken a time so far tonight. Your next qualifier getting up to speed now is out of Elk Grove, California. In the FloRacing, Finley Farms, HendrickCars.com, Focus Brothers Trucking, Works Limited, JBI Group, number 57. Here is Young Money, Kyle Larson. And also on the racetrack, From Clute, Texas, and the Fulkins Brothers Trucking, Power Plus, STC American Table Bargain Bar number 87, it's Aaron Reitzel. Aaron Reitzel, 87, Kyle Larson, 57. Lap 1 for Kyle Larson, third quick, 12.771. 1.2771. Aaron Reitzel on lap number 1. He will be 10th quick at 12.938. 12.938. Kyle Larson, lap number 2, he'll slow down to a 12.778. First lap better, and third quick overall at 12.771. Aaron Reitzel, lap number 2, he's going to slow down to a 13.172. His first lap was better at 12.968. That was 10th quick for Aaron Reitzel and third quick for Kyle Larson. Qualifying next out of Clovis, California. Here's the Myers Constructors, Four Seas Construction, driven to save lives, Sander Engineering, Tally Oil number 14 BC. This is Corey Day. And from Waupun, Wisconsin, in the Anything and Everything Home Maintenance, Gluen and Sons, Premier Insurance, The Other Bar. Number 99, this is Tyler Brabant. Tyler Brabant in the 99, Corey Day in the 14 BC. Lap 1 for Corey Day. He's going to be 19th quick at 13.383, 13.383. Tyler Brabant, he's going to be 24th overall at 14.802, 1.4802. Corey Day, lap number 2, he will go faster, but stays 19th overall at 13.367, 1.3367. And Tyler Brabant, the issues continue on that car. Lap 2, he will slow down to a 15.115. The first lap was better at 14.802. Tyler Brabant 24th and Corey Day 19th, with 3 more cars left to come out to qualify. Powering up next out of Northport, Florida, in the Global Lake, Moxie Sports Advisors, NRC Truck Conversions, Easter Metal Signs, Tar Heel Property Group. Number 24D here is Danny Sams III. And from Santa Rosa, California, Eddie Gilstrap Motors, Velocity Engineering, IPC, Al Parker Racing Engines, number 19H, it's Joel Myers Jr. Joel Myers, 19H, and Danny Sams in the 24D. Danny Sams on lap 1. He is 16th quick at a 13.019, 1.3019. Joel Myers on lap 1, 23rd overall at 13.560, 1.3560. Danny Sams, the lap number 2, he will slow down to a 13.045. He'll take the first one, 13.019. Joel Myers Jr., lap number 2, will slow down as well to a 13.611. First lap better, 13.560. Joel Myers 23rd right there, and Danny Sams 16th. We've got one more car to qualify, and it is the current series points leader making his way into turn number 1 now out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Driving the NOS Energy Drink, Spire Motorsports, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, Brandt Professional Agriculture, Gainbridge, number 7 BC. Here is Sunshine Tyler Courtney. Tyler Courtney, final car on the clock to qualify. Comes in off a 5th place finish at the Butler Motor Speedway on Saturday night. Lap 1 for Sunshine is going to be 18th quick at a 13.207, 1.3207. Tyler Courtney still looking for that first win of the year. He's had a 2nd place run 3 times at Central Arizona Lakeside. As he comes across the line, lap number 2, he'll go faster, but stays back at 18th at 13.176, 1.3176. So that is going to do it for qualifying here tonight. How about it? A new track record at Cedar, make that red Cedar Speedway. It's Dason Persley at a 12.732 seconds. 1.2732. Actually tied with Justin Peck for the top spot. Peck ends up in 2nd, Kyle Larson 3rd, Tanner Thorson 4th, 5th goes to Rico Abreu, 6th Brent Marks, 7th Ayrton Jennington, 8th Casey Kane, 9th Chase Randall, and 10th will be Aaron Reitzel. Getting a look at Dason Persley. Got around the racetrack very, very nicely here at Red Cedar. Talked to Dason quite a bit there at the track exit on the backstretch today, and he thought this place was going to race pretty well, so he's off to a pretty hot start there in that Buick Motorsports number 13, as he will be the Capital Custom Trailer Quick Qualifier tonight at Red Cedar. We'll take a break here on Flow. When we come back, we'll inch closer and closer to opening ceremonies for night number 3 of the Roto-Rooter Midweek Series with Kubota High Limit Racing.
Hey, I'm Kyle Larson, and you're watching Kubota High Limit Racing on FloRacing.
Introducing the My Kubota app. With My Kubota, connecting with your local dealer is easier than ever. Find them with just a tap and contact them quickly for any assistance you need. Access comprehensive resources like how-to guides, owner's manuals, fault codes, maintenance schedules, and more. Everything you need to keep your Kubota running smoothly. Download the app today.
Capital Custom Trailers and Coaches. We are the #1 Renegade Toterhome dealer and the #1 Intech and Bravo Sprint Car Trailer dealer. No one sells more Toterhomes and Sprint Car Trailers than we do. Check out our complete lineup at capitalrenegade.com. If you're in the market for a Toterhome or a trailer, trust the people that are in the pits with you and that support the sport.
Winning doesn't just happen. You have to engineer it. You have to test it and make it better than it was the last time. Our engineers have the passion to create the parts you need, the way you need them to be, again and again and again. We've led this game for over 40 years, and we design, refine, and perfect every valve train part worthy of the winner's circle.
When it comes to magneto ignition performance, there's only one name that you can trust, and that's BR Motorsports Ignitioneering. Servicing the racing industry for over 30 years, our state-of-the-art Magneto Dyno Test Lab facility is equipped with the most technically advanced equipment available. And that's why crew chiefs like Paul Silva and Philip Dietz choose BR for all their ignition needs. To learn more, visit us at brpromag.com.
What are you doing with the Johnson sofa?
They had a pipe break. Water leaked all over.
Really?
I'm a roto-rooter plumber.
Really?
We do water cleanup, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup. Yeah, we do both.
We got them racked, we got them stacked, and we've got the grandstands packed.
Super healthy for sprint car racing and compete for a championship.
You can feel the buzz around. We want to race the best guys every night.
Whole different level.
It's the home of 24 high rollers. Once again, race fans, remember that we do. And welcome back here to Red Cedar Speedway. Getting a look at the Fan Fest area right now, and looks like whoever's trailer's down there at the end is getting pretty busy down there. Here we're in Menominee, Wisconsin. We just wrapped up with hot laps and qualifying. We did mention earlier on that Dason Persley, he was the fastest qualifier overall in Capital Custom Trailer qualifying. He was miss with Justin Peck. Now, if you did miss that, the tiebreaker for the Fast Time Award, if there is a tie, whether for Fast Time, for 8th quick, for 23rd quick, it goes to the second time that they ran in qualifying. So Dason Persley's second lap was faster than Justin Peck's, and so that is why he will be credited tonight with the Capital Custom Trailer qualifying quick time. As you're looking there at Fan Fest, that's going on for about 15 more minutes. We do this at every single High Limit Racing event if time does allow. We always wait for 7:25. Every single race with High Limit Racing, if you're going to one coming up and you're watching at home on Flow, heat races, opening ceremonies, those will start at 7:25 on the dot every single night throughout the 2025 season. And before 7:25, I want to get the fans involved a little bit more. And you can see down there, a lot of them are taking advantage of meeting up with maybe their favorite driver, getting a t-shirt, maybe taking a picture, getting their autograph, all that good stuff going on down there right now. So tonight is the Roto-Rooter Midweek Series. It is the third race of the midweek series. You can see right here some of the upcoming races for High Limit Racing, and it's going to be a lot of midweek stuff over the next couple of weeks. Tomorrow we're back in action at 141 Speedway. That is a $26,000 to win main event for the Race Routine Foundation race. Looking forward to getting over to 141, another new racetrack for the series. And then next week on Tuesday, it is the Eagle Raceway in Nebraska for the $55,555 to win Eagle Nationals. And then on June 26th, it is Lucas Oil Speedway. That night is going to be a Roto-Rooter Midweek Series event. And then the next two nights will be regular points nights. That is the Diamond Classic over there at Lucas Oil Speedway. 2 nights at Florence Speedway in Kentucky for the Kentucky Sprint Nationals. A reschedule, a makeup date from Fremont Speedway on July 14th, another Midweek Money Series event. Eldora Speedway for a few nights over there for the Double Down Duels and the Joker's Jackpot. We head over to Lernerville Speedway in Sarver, PA for the Don Martin Memorial Silver Cup, and then we head out west to California, Oregon, and Washington for the second West Coast swing of the season. So looking forward to getting back over there and checking out all those great racetracks. Eagle Raceway, though, coming up next week, Tony. That is a very fun stop on the calendar. We're looking forward to getting back over there.
Yeah, can't wait to get out to just outside of Lincoln, Nebraska. The crowd last year, well, it felt like the event we just held this past Saturday night in Quincy, Michigan at the Butler Motor Speedway. You can't find an extra piece of real estate to put any more fans out there. As that event continues to grow in Butler, I think they're going to start adding bleachers to fit all the people we've got out there. Same for Eagle, Nebraska. A couple special notes about that race. We already talked about it during Capital Custom Trailers qualifying. Fans who submit a Kubota High Limit Racing hot seat question between right now and I believe they're going to cut it off at the end of tomorrow night's race, maybe into Friday. I'm not completely sure, but if you submit a hot seat question for tonight or tomorrow's race, your name is then automatically entered into a drawing to win tickets to a Whiskey Myers concert not far from Eagle, Nebraska, in La Vista, Nebraska, Saturday, June 7th. So if you enter A hot seat question to be considered tonight or tomorrow. Your name and email address automatically gets entered for a chance to win tickets to a Whiskey Myers concert not far from where we are racing next Tuesday in La Vista, Nebraska. Also concerning the Eagle Nationals, some more exciting news there. Our angel donor, the individual who has followed over from the All-Star Circuit of Champions, keeping up a tradition with the All-Stars. This individual made it possible last year and is continuing the tradition this year, that anytime a high roller, a full season entrant with Kubota High Limit Racing wins a feature in 2025, that driver is able to send $1,000 of our angel donors' money to any charity of their choosing. Our angel donor has just become more and more generous as the year has gone on, mostly to make sure that with these rainouts, those charities continue to get support. Kyle Larson, who's here racing with us tonight, is always eligible. He kind of gets that that sort of pseudo full-time title. So if Kyle wins, he gets to submit a charity for support. Our angel donor let me know a few weeks ago that there's a new alumni program. Any drivers who have competed full season in the past, guys like James McFadden, Parker Price Miller, Corey Eliason, if they show back up and win with Kubota High Limit Racing anytime in the future, they get to send $1,000 of that angel donor's money to a charity. And for Eagle, this June, or coming up this month, one race every month for the rest of 2025. Eagle will be this race in June. One race out of every month. Our angel donor has decided to make it a double down race, meaning that to catch back up and kind of make up for the rainouts we've had, our angel donor is going to select one race out of every month where the winner of that night's feature doesn't just get to send $1,000 to a charity of their choosing, they get to send $2,000 to a charity of their choosing. So one race out of every month will be a part of that program. For the month of June, our angel donor has selected the Eagle Nationals in Eagle, Nebraska. So if a high roller, Kyle Larson, or an alumni driver wins at Eagle, it's not $1,000, it's $2,000 going to a charity of their choosing. Just another cool facet, something to set Kubota High Limit Racing apart from the rest. Speaking about setting High Limit apart from the rest, look at that shot of Fan Fest as folks are able to get a chance to meet their favorite drivers, get an autograph, get a photo, make sure they get merchandise before the night gets too busy, and they won't get that chance later on in the evening. Fan Fest going off very, very well here at Red Cedar. So some cool things going on right now, Chase, and a few cool things to look forward to the rest of the summer.
No doubt, there is a lot to look forward to when it comes to Kubota High Limit Racing in 2025. We're just getting started. This is only race number 17 out of 52 left to go. Or actually not 52 to go. We still got about, 39 to go, I believe is the number. I am so bad at math, that could be way off, but we still got a lot of racing to go. And so, Tony, you got something to say about that?
Well, no, I mean, Chase, you're good at math. I'm not good at math. I mean, we're not here to point fingers, right? The drone is currently following Director of Excitement, Mitch Erickson, through the midway here at Red Cedar. But look at all the trailers getting support. Folks who make their way back there will get a chance to visit with all of the High Rollers t-shirt trailers. Stop by and check out the High Limit Racing merchandise trailer. They are getting new stuff in it, feels like every week. Brand new designs. They're restocking the trailer. Chase, there's a t-shirt there with yours and I's face on it. I mean, you can really get anything you want at the High Limit Racing merchandise trailer.
No, you certainly can, and we definitely want you guys to get back there and check it out. If you can't get here to the racetrack and check it out, go to shophighlimitracing.com, or you could scan that QR code on your screen right there and get yourself a little bit of merchandise and represent High Limit Racing at maybe your next family function. Maybe go do it at the county fair. Maybe you go do it at the DMV. Whatever you got to do, support High Limit Racing by going to shophighlimitracing.com and get yourself a new t-shirt. Maybe it's your buddy's birthday coming up. Maybe it's Valentine's Day is a long ways away, but you see that red shirt on your screen right there. That would be a good Valentine's Day present for somebody right there. That special someone might want that t-shirt. So go to shophighlimitracing.com, check all that stuff out. If you're here at the track, make sure to stop in there, get yourself a souvenir to remember the night that was here at Red Cedar Speedway, Tony.
I tried to get a souvenir to memorialize every time I hang out with you, Chase, but there's just not enough souvenirs. Last night we got ice cream. That place had the little knit ice cream cones. I wanted to get one of those, but you wouldn't tell me your favorite ice cream flavor, so you know, it's whatever. But a thing I hope people understand about those t-shirt trailers back there, yeah, like you said, it's a great chance to pick up a souvenir and say, hey, I got this when I went to my first Kubota High Limit Racing event, or I got this when Kubota High Limit Racing came to Wisconsin for the first time ever, right? That's a great reason. You bring up a great point. But another reason you should go through and support these drivers and their teams at the t-shirt trailers is a lot of these drivers, pretty much every single one of them, live off those t-shirt sales. No matter how things go on the track, whether they're at the top and they're getting the winner's share of the nightly purse, or maybe they don't have such a good night, those t-shirt sales really do make it possible for the drivers and even some of the teams to continue to go up and down the road. This is super hard racing out here on the road. You heard Todd King talk about it, 410 wing sprint car racing, probably as hard as it's ever been right now here in 2025. So if you're a fan of these drivers, don't just get something to wear to church, to wear to the bowling alley, to wear to the bar, to wear to school. Get something as your vote of support for these teams, these drivers, and their families, because if they do well in those t-shirt trailers, that makes it a lot easier for them to keep going up and down the road, chasing their dreams and chasing a championship. So if you needed a little bit more motivation, that's why, Chase, I have 10 Chase Rodman t-shirts, because I want you to stay off the streets and keep chasing your dreams.
Now, Tony, I have got a new t-shirt design. Just made it up here on the whiteboard. Check out the big screen, Tony. Check that out. That is going to be on a shirt very, very soon. Just created by myself. That's a self-portrait of you.
Now, here's what I want to know. Why did you only draw hair on the side of my head, Chase?
Well, the hat, obviously the hat is right there. So
you could have drawn a bunch of hair and the hat having a hard time fit over top of it. What are you doing?
Tony, look at that smile, though, on that thing.
I do love hanging out with you, Chase.
I know. That is a really good photo. I don't know who makes the t-shirts at High Limit, but we got to get that on a t-shirt right there, because that is a masterpiece if I've ever seen one.
Graphic design, something nobody ever knew, expected, or even wanted from series announcer Chase Rodman. You got that whiteboard up there. You're living La Vida Loca. You're probably having a Baja Blast. We're going to have a Baja Blast, not the drink, just a good time when we come back here to Red Cedar Speedway. Opening ceremonies are next, folks. Don't go anywhere. High Limit Racing continues live here on Flow.
I'm Justin Peck, and you're watching Kubota High Limit Racing on FloRacing.
Established in 1983, FK Rod Ends has been the industry leader for both midget and micro racing. Family owned and operated, we take pride in our products and our name because we know you value yours. Visit our website, www.fkrodends.com, to find out how you can join our winning team. FK Rod Ends. To beat the best, you've got to use the best.
Is it all a fever dream? I'm burning gasoline. And the Rico goes back to the high side. Gets his way touches. Into the turn now. Look to the inside of turn one.
Ingram to the outside. Major contact.
Save your lunch money for.
Welcome to the High
Limit Room. So you're young, what are you, 18?
I'm 18.
Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Yeah, of course. Appreciate it. I'm mic'd up. Just be careful. Dude, I smoked it so hard it threw the right front up over the concrete rail and blew the axle out of the thing, and I like limped it across the line.
I always try and take a couple minutes before I get in the car and just try and run the race through my head.
Yeah, finally back to a small track. What's up, buddy? Oh, what you got? Sweet. Appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
Motorhead will go 6 o'clock in the staging lane.
All right, good luck.
Racing for Driven to Save Lives is, for a cause. It's cool that I get to represent it and, hopefully get more people to sign up for organ donation.
Introducing the My Kubota app. With My Kubota, connecting with your local dealer is easier than ever. Find them with just a tap and contact them quickly for any assistance you need. Access comprehensive resources like how-to guides, owner's manuals, fault codes, maintenance schedules, and more. Everything you need to keep your Kubota running smoothly. Download the app today.
I get asked a lot what it's like driving a sprint car, and I can never answer it.
It feels very violent. There's so much horsepower, the open wheels, the mud coming at you. So many things can go wrong so fast.
It's a risk that you take in a race car every single time, is that you could not be able to get out of the race car, or you could not see life out of the race car after that.
Until you actually get in one and think, holy shit, this thing's not right. That's when you're like, all right, I get it.
We are green.
How about a round of applause for our 16 high rollers here this year, ladies and gentlemen?
Brad Sweet, he's at the top of sprint car racing.
Who's better in a wing sprint car than Brad Sweet? Nobody.
Hey, I love being the villain.
Corey Day is the next big thing. It's evident to everyone in the country that this kid's gonna be the real deal.
Rico, baby, Rico!
Rico Abreu is the single best personality we have in sprint car racing.
Young Money, Kyle Larson.
Big Peck energy. Brent Marks, the silent assassin.
He's got shoe in hand, James McFadden.
Big Daddy Chris Windham going to try to find a way into those top 3 positions.
This is something I set out to do.
He is fighting tooth and nail every night.
A NOS Energy Drink for 7BC. It's Sunshine, Tyler Courtney.
When you get to pull into victory lane, there is nothing that beats that.
The race crowd is a party crowd.
Yeah!
Oh, this girl's in her bikini.
The bikini contest, who's excited?
It's all right, race car for no real reason, but that's racing, mate.
It'll be the biggest payday of his career.
We got a house full of girls, and we're kind of stressed out about it, to be honest with you.
You're a race car driver. Do you worry a lot all the time? Oh my God.
I'm not going to miss the birth of my daughter, I will say that.
I don't know how much longer I go making the sacrifice of not missing things with her.
There's Dad, can we wave? Dad!
Not many people get to live their dream, and then not many people get to do it as a family. You know, it's surreal, and that competitive drive is what I live for.
You always strap in knowing that anything can happen out on the racetrack.
You're rewarded for bravery.
You know, 90% of the time, there's always the guy in second that's running you down. Especially like racing on the road with, you know, the best guys in the world.
Competition has been elevated for sure.
It is a stacked field. There's 15 of them that could win the thing any night.
I'm competing to win the races, but I want my series to be the best series. So I'm here to win on both fronts. I'm gonna talk a little shit along the way.
You can think you're driving the hardest, and I don't think I can possibly drive any harder than this, and then someone passes you and you're like, shit, I gotta kick it up a level. That is what makes a good race car driver, is being able to find that other level.
Those pressure-packed situations, like, that defines who you are. You know, are you the clutch guy? Or you're the guy that crumbles when it comes down to those moments.
Are you ready to go sprint car racing? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to FloRacing's live coverage of night number 3, the Roto-Rooter Midweek Series here at Red Cedar Speedway. It's Kubota High Limit Racing's first ever trip to the Badger State Red Cedar. You look beautiful. Talk to me. Are you all ready for some sprint car racing tonight? Good, because we are too. We're excited to be here in the great state of Wisconsin, and we've wrapped up Hot Laps and Capital Custom Trailers qualifying, which means it's very, very close to get ready for our heat races, which will help set the field for tonight's main event. But before we can do that, we are down here in Whiskey Myers Victory Lane, ready to kick off opening ceremonies for the third night of the Roto-Rooter Midweek Series. So at this time, I ask all of you who are here in attendance with us at the Red Cedar Speedway, if you are able to please rise as we welcome to lead us in tonight's invocations from Racers for Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lori Cutter.
Thank you, Tony. Let's ask for a blessing tonight. Dear Heavenly Father, God, we are so grateful for a new opportunity in the new racetrack here at Red Cedar Speedway, God. I ask that you bless all the fans that are in the stands, Lord, as they get to choose where they spend their money. And we are so grateful that they chose to be with us tonight. And we also are so grateful for our millions of viewers on FloRacing tonight to be with us. God, I just want to ask a special blessing upon a local racer last week that was injured, Kenny Johnson. Can you just let him know that we are praying for him and that he has a heavenly touch of healing? God, just be with us through the summer and give us great racing, great competition. Bring our fans here to the racetracks throughout the U.S. and take them home safely and wherever they go through the summer. We are grateful for every opportunity. At the end of the night, Lord, we know that one of these drivers will stand here in victory lane, God, and we know that that is of you. And at the end of the night, not just one, but all of us can choose to stand in victory forever by choosing you as our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Thank you for your blessing, Lord. We ask this in your special name of heavenly protection over this place tonight. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Lori. Fans, we ask that you remain standing. Gentlemen, please remove cover as we welcome to honor America with the live singing of tonight's national anthem, Red Cedar Speedway. Would you please welcome Miss Braylee Unser?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Red Cedar, how about it one more time for Braylee Unser? She was awesome. All right, so one more time, Red Cedar, talk to me. Are you all ready for some sprint car racing? With that, it is time to get some heat races going. It's time for High Limit's first ever night in the Badger State. And it's time to go all in with Kubota High Limit Racing.
Never gonna slack. No, I'm never gonna slack. No, I'm never gonna slack. You know I gotta come back. Never gonna slack, never gonna slack.
TJ Ford's heat race number 1. It's made its way onto the front straightaway. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for our first heat race of the night. On the pole out of Minden, Nevada, driving the JST Motorsports, The Ritual, Smith Titanium Factory Cane, Maxwell Racing Oils, number 88, it's Tanner Thorson. And starting was outside in the second spot from Gravois Bills, Missouri. In the Ozark Barge and Dock, Wet Steps, High Performance Lubricants, Hibden Gravel, number 3, it's Ayrton Jenitin. Starting in third from Clute, Texas, in the Fulkins Brothers Trucking Power Plus STC American Table Bargain Bar, number 87, it's Aaron Reitzel. And starting in fourth, your fast time qualifier tonight out of Locust Grove, Oklahoma, in the Pella Avanti Windows and Doors Big Spring Car Wash Water Treatment by Design, number 13, Dason Persley. Starting in fifth out of Altoona, Iowa, in the Country Builders Construction, Ochoco West, Bosma Family Farms, Tucker Trucking, number 88W, that's the big unit, Austin McCarl. And starting back in P6 out of Northport, Florida, in the Global Lake, Moxie Sports Advisors, NRC Truck Conversions, Easter Metal Signs, number 24D, Danny Sams III. Starting in seventh out of Auckland, New Zealand, in the Honest Abe Roofing, Flint Trucking, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, Micah, number 16C, it's Max Guilford. And starting in eighth, out of Forest Lake, Minnesota, the Anderson and Cook Ford, Twin City Powder Coating, JBL Builders, Aztec Counters, number 74N, Luke Nellis. And your final starter from St. Cloud, Minnesota, in the Trobex Bus Service, Auto Value Parts, GT Transport, Johnson Jones Group Marketing, number 91, it's Reed Alex. So 9 cars will go 8 laps in tonight's heat race. First heat race of the night, Top 6 will move on to the feature event. Your fourth place starter in this one is Dason Persley. He was the fastest qualifier overall. As long as Persley stays in the top 6, he will go to the dash with the heat race winner. Now, if Persley wins the heat race or falls outside of a transfer spot, that would send the winner and the second place finisher to the dash. Meaning tonight we only got 3 heat races. That means we'll have 6 cars in the dash to find out where they will start for tonight's feature event. And there's Persley on your screen right there. If he can win the heat race, then he would automatically be on the pole of the dash, and we call that the ace in the hole. It happened last Saturday at Butler Motor Speedway with Justin Peck. So if Persley can go 4th to the win, he would be automatically on the pole of the dash. That is the ace in the hole. So that's the things you need to know about the heat races tonight with Kubota Highlander Racing. The 4th place starters are always very important. It's Persley in Heat 1, Peck in Heat 2, and Larson in Heat 3. A little bit of moisture and a little bit of track work was applied to the surface while we were under that break for FanFest, and so the drivers are working that in as we speak. TJ Ford's, they sponsor Heat Race 1. They only build forged aluminum wheels using proprietary tooling and exclusive manufacturing process that clearly elevate our wheels above the competition. Product quality, product safety, and exceptional customer service is what we do. We lead where others follow, don't settle for close enough. That is TJ Forged. Sun just starting to set here in Menominee, Wisconsin, as the cars in heat race number 1 buzz in the racing surface a little bit before we get underway. They tilled up the top, they watered the top a little bit as well, trying to get this place into some raceable conditions. It is shaping up very nicely, if I do say so myself, here at this point in the night. There is Aaron Reitzel, who has been a qualifying machine on the High Limit Tour this year. He'll roll off in the 3rd position for this upcoming heat race. Drivers still working in the racing surface just a little bit here before we send them on their way. So it looks like the drivers are satisfied with the racing surface, and that means the HendrickCars.com pace truck will pull onto the track on the front stretch, and then the drivers in this heat race will get lined up side by side with Tanner Thorson and Ayrton Jenitin leading them to the green. Aaron Reitzel and Dason Persley in row 2, Austin McCarl, Danny Sams in row number 3, Max Guilford, Luke Nellis in row 4, and Reed Alex all by himself on the 5th row. As we see Guilford make an appearance on the front stretch. Remember, that car had issues in qualifying, and it looks like Guilford just now getting underway, so they just got the repairs made to the 16C. Tony?
A good shot there of the 91 just a moment ago, Reed Alex, who you were just talking about, Chase, as they're trying to get Guilford fired off. Speaking of Guilford, talked to him back at Butler. They were rolling into Quincy, Michigan with fear they had hurt the engine in that number 16C earlier in the week, and so maybe those troubles continuing to rear their head here. Reed Alex, he is here racing with us tonight in that number 91. He and his father, it's the whole team, and they are pitting out of a 24-foot gooseneck trailer, and man, they're really out here doing it. It's his third night in a 410 wing sprint car chase, and it's really, really cool. It is just him, just his dad, still figuring out the 410 scene, and they're doing it with a Mopar underneath the hood. So just to make things a little bit more exciting for the driver of that number 91.
Yep, seen Reed Alex a lot over the years. In my time with the World of Outlaws, always ran against the Outlaws with a 360 when they'd come to the Minnesota area. And yeah, they had that same trailer you're talking about there a couple years ago as well. Reed Alex, good guy. Go meet him in the pits after the races. He is super cool. Unfortunately, we won't see him tomorrow at 141, but making his High Limit Racing debut tonight at the Red Cedar Speedway. Well, tonight, your high roller playlist driver is Brad Sweet. He is going to be lining up in the next heat race in the 6th position, but here is a song from his high roller playlist. Let's go with, how about It's Been made way too much sense. We're coming to the green. Tanner Thorson and Ayrton Jennington. TJ Forge, heat race number 1. Top 6 going to the feature. We're underway. Rolling into turn number 1. Tanner Thorson with the early race lead as Ayrton Jennington slots into that 2nd spot back behind. Austin McCarl going to make a move on Dason Pursley. Pursley slips back into the 5th spot. Austin McCarl around the bottom. Pursley tries to rip around him on the outside. It does not work out for him. Aaron Reitzel is working on number 3 of Ayrton Jennington as they work off of turn number 2. Now McCarl closing in on Reitzel down the back straightaway. Reitzel a little bit slow off the 2nd corner right there, allowing McCarl to close back in. Bottom of the racetrack is where you want to be at here in the heat races so far. As Dason Pursley, fast qualifier, still inside of a transfer spot, running in 5th. Behind him, it's Danny Sams the 3rd, then Luke Nellis and Reed Alex. Tanner Thorson, no issues up front for the Rod Gross Motorsports number 88. He's opened up nearly a straightaway advantage over the number 3 of Ayrton Jennington. This time by halfway home for Tanner Thorson, 4 in and 4 to go. Thorson coming off his best finish of the year at Butler Motor Speedway on Saturday. It was a 4th place run. Thorson now switching things up, kind of entered a little bit higher right there in the 3rd corner, gets to the bottom of the exit of turn number 4. 3 laps to go for the 88. Ayrton Jennington, Aaron Reitzel, Austin McCarl, Dason Pursley, and Danny Sams, the cars in a transfer spot. Tanner Thorson comes across the line. 2 laps to go. Aaron Reitzel still right there with Ayrton Jennington fighting for that 2nd spot. Track not quite wide enough yet for 2 lanes of action. 1 lap to go for Tanner Thorson. Reitzel on the back bumper as they roll into turn number 1. Looks to the inside for 2nd. He's going to take the spot away. Aaron Reitzel, an aggressive maneuver to get by Ayrton Jennington. He takes over the P2 spot. Off of turn number 4, your heat race winner will be Tanner Thorson. 2nd is going to go to Aaron Reitzel. 3rd to Ayrton Jennington. 4th, Austin McCarl. 5th to Dason Pursley, and 6th will be Danny Sams the 3rd. So Tanner Thorson will get the win in heat race number 1. He will go to the dash. Aaron Reitzel ends up in 2nd. 3rd goes to Ayrton Jennington. 4th to Austin McCarl. And 5th goes to Dason Pursley. He will also go to the dash. Danny Sams, your final transfer spot in the 24D. Back behind, it was Luke Nellis, then Reed Alex, and Max Guilford will be credited with the final spot in that first heat race, brought to you by the folks at TJ Forged Wheels. Now, not much happened there throughout that 8-lap heat race. It took till the final lap for Aaron Reitzel to put a move on Ayrton Jennington, and that is an important move, Tony, because that's going to move him up to the 7th starting spot for tonight's feature. Reitzel going to be rolling off from inside of row number 4 for the 30-lapper.
I'm sure that, as well as the ability to move up from 3rd to 2nd, are what will be some of the things that excite Aaron Reitzel. But I want to know, what's this racetrack like to you? It's all of our first time here to the Red Cedar Speedway, so just what's it like from your viewpoint? Is it similar to anything you've raced on?
Not that I can think of offhand, and I think it's going to be pretty good. Just a little tight right now, but Yeah, it sucked to be in that position after race to move up farther in the feature, but I sucked ass in qualifying. I did a shitty job, so I deserve to be in the back.
All right, that's Aaron Reitzel keeping it real. I wasn't sure if he had any more positivity to impart on us or not, but he gets the job done as he goes 3rd to 2nd after getting around Ayrton Jennington on the white flag lap, Chase.
Yeah, Aaron Reitzel will not hold back in these interviews. We've noticed that over the last couple of years. As we get into heat race number 2, it's brought by the folks at DMI Racing Components. Here is the lineup for this one out of St. Helena, California. At the Rico Abreu, Kerbag Engineering Racing, Waste Connections, Pacific Boring, Staniloff Construction. The Sea Valley Transportation number 24, Rico Abreu will start on the pole. And outside of him, starting second from Enumclaw, Washington, the Kane Screen Print, Brumo's Collection, HendrickCars.com, Caravan Trailer Self-Storage at Tahali, number 9 of Casey Kane. Starting in third from Apollo, Pennsylvania, in the Mercedes Motorsports, Ducati of Pittsburgh, Hollywood Blasting and Coating, Mountain Mechanical Mav Motorsports number 42, it's Cy Lynch. And outside of him, your fast qualifier for this heat race out of Monrovia, Indiana. In the Skagit Speedway, Race Redeem Foundation Ford Performance, Hagerly, number 26 of Justin Peck. Starting in the 5th spot from Lubbock, Texas, in the Horizon Whiskey, Nice Creek and Landis, ShopTruckParts.com, BillPools.com, High Performance Lubricants, number 5, it's Brenham Crouch. And starting in the 6th spot out of Grass Valley, California, in the Napa Auto Parts, Brumo's Collection, Durst Incorporated Factory Kane, Self-Storage at Tahali, number 49, it's the Big Cat Brad Sweet. And starting 7th out of Plymouth, Wisconsin, in the Christine Hartman Realty Shufflebotham Tree Service, The Dispensary Metalcraft, number 87A, Austin Hartman. And starting to his outside from Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin, in the St. Nick's Chimney, Happy Hooker Fishing Charters, BMRE Electric Cards, Kaiser Wheels, number 47, Todd King. And your final starter in this one from Princeton, Minnesota, in the Twin City Auto Glass, Ivy Holland Wall-to-Wall Painting, Ground Support Construction, number 4 of Jeremy Snow. DMI Racing Components are built with the precision of skilled machinists and the common sense of winning racers. Located in the heart of central Pennsylvania, you can find us participating in a sport we love every single week. You race, we race, let's race together. That is DMI Racing Components. So same song, different dance here. We've got heat race number 2. It's going to be 8 laps. The top 6 will move on to the feature. The driver to keep an eye on in this one is the 26 of Justin Peck. He was the fastest qualifier in this heat race. As long as he stays in the top 6, he will go to the dash. If he can repeat what he did at Butler on Saturday, he will be on the pole of the dash. The first ace in the hole of 2025 by Justin Peck at Butler on Saturday. Rico Abreu and Casey Kane from the front row, though, to start this one off in DMI Racing Components heat race number 2. Brad Sweet, he starts back in the 6th position. Here is a song from his high roller playlist. It is Bone Thugs in Harmony with the Cross. Code down there when it pops up on your screen will take you to the master playlist with all of the songs that we have released so far for the high roller playlists in 2025. Here comes Rico Abreu and Casey Kane to the chalk stripe in turn number 4. DMI Racing Components heat race number 2 is underway. Nice side-by-side start into turn number 1 as Rico Abreu slides in front of Casey Kane. Back behind him, it's a frenzy for that 2nd spot. Kane under fire from the 42 of Cy Lynch and the 26 of Justin Peck. Peck to the outside. He's got 2nd off of turn number 4. Justin Peck from 4th to 2nd on the opening lap in heat race number 2. Brad Sweet around the outside of Cy Lynch. He's up to 4th now. So Brad Sweet 6-4 in this heat race. Cy Lynch back to the inside in turn number 3. Justin Peck closing in on Rico Abreu down the front straightaway. Peck goes to the top. Abreu at the bottom. Justin Peck looking for back-to-back ace in the holes. Can he do it tonight at Red Cedar Speedway? Rico goes to the bottom. Peck to the outside. Going to be side-by-side off the corner. New leader down the front stretch. Justin Peck takes it away. Justin Peck from 4th to the lead. The most recent winner with the series takes the soft spot down the back straightaway. Justin Peck to the lead. Rico Abreu back to 2nd. Casey Kane in 3rd. 4th is Brad Sweet and 5th is Cy Lynch. Halfway home that time by for Justin Peck. He has got the top side wired around Red Cedar Speedway right now. Justin Peck pulling away from Rico Abreu, the current midweek Money Series points leader. No issues up front for the Redeem Racing number 26. Battle back behind, that is for the 7th spot. Austin Hartman is side-by-side with Todd King. They go wheel to wheel down the back straightaway. Give that spot to Todd King. Justin Peck coming up on a slower car. That is the number 4 of Jeremy Snow. He'll see the white flag this time by 1 lap to go for Justin Peck. Justin Peck around the top in turn number 2. We hadn't seen an ace in the hole all season long until Butler on Saturday. He did it there. He does it 2 races in a row. Peck's on the pole of the FK Rod-Ins Dash tonight. Rico Abreu in second. Third will be Casey Kane. Fourth goes to Brad Sweet. And fifth of the line is going to go to Cy Lynch, just barely over Brenham Crouch. He is making this look easy. Justin Peck, 4th to the win. He'll be on the pole of the dash. Rico Abreu will go to the dash with him. Casey Kane in 3rd. 4th goes to Brad Sweet. 5th goes to Cy Lynch. And 6th is the number 5 of Brenham Crouch. Those are your transfer cars. Todd King, Austin Hartman, and Jeremy Snow round out the field in DMI Racing Components Heat Race number 2. But Justin Peck has been one of, if not the hottest driver on the High Limit Tour here recently, and he is still on fire here tonight at Red Cedar Speedway, Tony.
Picked up his 2nd win back on Saturday night. They're 6th in the championship points, only 68 markers behind Tyler Courtney, and the boss, Kevin Rudeen, is in the house here tonight. But what I want to know, is this still the engine in this race car that you guys picked up from the airport at 7:30 on Saturday morning before your most recent win?
Yeah, it is, man. This is, man, his Shaver Ford Performance engine's a freaking hot rod. We're just on kill right now. I mean, it seems like Tyler always makes the right decision every time we hit the racetrack, and my car's good enough to pretty much move around a racetrack and run the top, kind of throw sliders, run the bottom. So, yeah, we just got to keep it up, man. It feels good to get the ace in the hole again. Rolling off on the pole for the dash tonight, so just try to pick up a little bit of speed here at the dash, hold the pole position, and just drive a smart feature. So I know my guys will make good decisions. I'm glad Kevin and Monica are here to see a race, and you know, hopefully we could get them a picture down here on the front stretch tonight.
All right, you don't got to spin the wheel, but you still got to come talk to me. That's Justin Peck going 4th to 1st in DMI Heat Race number 2. Chase, you know what his car owner told me back in the pit area? You give that kid some horsepower, and he'll be happy.
He looked pretty happy after that run right there, Tony. That is for sure. As we get into our final heat race of the night, it's sponsored by BR Motorsports. Here is the lineup for this one. Out of Myerstown, Pennsylvania, in the M&M Painting and Construction, McGrew Equipment Auctions, Baps Paint, Livewire Customs, number 19, it's Brent Marks on the pole. Outside of him from Waco, Texas, and the all-by your alternative, Infamous Inc., Bush's Chicken, Flint Rock Ranch, Easy Print, number 9R, it is the quickest chicken, Chase Randall. And starting on the inside of run number 2, at 11 in Indiana, the Sander Engineering, Four Seas Construction, Tally, Autry Plumbing, Sincal Demolition, number 14, it's Spencer Baston. And starting in 4th, out of Elk Grove, California, the FloRacing, Finley Farms, HendrickCars.com, Falcons Brothers Trucking, Works Limited, JVI Group, number 57 of Young Money, Kyle Larson. Starting in the 5th spot, out of Dillsburg, Pennsylvania, in the J&S Classics, Whitecap, C&E Rigging, Class 1 Transportation, number 39, Emmett Anthony Macri. And starting in P6, out of Indianapolis, Indiana, the NOS Energy Drink, Spire Motorsports, Elliott's Custom Tros and Cards, Brand Professional Agriculture, Gamebridge, number 7, BC of Sunshine, Tyler Courtney. Starting back in 7th, out of Clovis, California, in the Myers Constructors, Four Seas Construction, Driven to Save Lives, Sander Engineering, Tally Oil, number 14, BC, it's Payday Corey Day. And outside of him, from Santa Rosa, California, and Eddie Gilstrap Motors, Velocity Engineering, IPC Al Parker Racing Engines, number 19H, it's Joel Myers Jr. And your final starter in this one from Wapenpet, Wisconsin, in the Anything and Everything Home Maintenance, Glewin & Sons, Premier Insurance, the other bar, number 99 of Tyler Brabant. When it comes to buying sprint car parts, there is only one place to shop, and that is BR Motorsports. With over 250,000 parts in stock, BR Motorsports only sells the best parts by the best manufacturers like King Racing Products, MSD Ignition, Kaiser Wheels, and Triple X Chassis. Well, I don't know if we can get much more exciting than heat race number 2. Not too often you see a driver go 4th to the win, especially in heat race action. We'll see if heat race number 3 has anything special in store for us. Brent Marks, Chase Randall going to lead the field to the green. Spencer Baston, Kyle Larson, Anthony Macri, and Tyler Courtney. Corey Day, Joel Myers, and Tyler Brabant at the tail end of the field. Going green the next time by, and that leaves us a little bit of time here to listen in to a song on the playlist of Brad Sweet. It's Neon Moon from Songs are just old country songs that he likes to do karaoke to. That is one of them right there from Brooks and Dunn. We're coming to green this time by the chalk stripe in turn number 4. Brent Marks and Chase Randall will show the field to the green. 8 laps, 6 more going to the feature, 2 more to the dash. We're underway. Kyle Larson, an aggressive maneuver right there across the racetrack. They go 3 wide for the top spot, but Chase Randall will have the lead down the back straightaway. Kyle Larson on the prowl already. Moves to the inside of Brent Marks, takes second away into turn 3. Kyle Larson takes second away, now sets his sights in on the number 9 arm. Chase Randall into turn 1. Randall leads lap number 1 as Sunshine gets pinched off into turn 1, who had passed around the outside by Anthony Macri. Tyler Courtney tried to go by Spencer Baston into turn 1. Baston cut him off and allowed Macri to go by on the outside. Now Sunshine's out of a transfer spot. Corey Day goes by on the inside. Corey Day takes the 6th spot. Tyler Courtney back to the inside in turn number 2. Tyler Courtney back into 6th. Keep an eye on that. The battle between Corey Day and Tyler Courtney. Courtney, the current points leader with Kubota Highland Racing, trying to hold on to a transfer spot. Up in front of him, Anthony Macri around the outside. He'll get by Spencer Baston. Car into the infield. Tyler Brabant will retire here in heat race number 3. Up front, it's all about the quickest chicken, Chase Randall, showing the way. Kyle Larson in 2nd, Brent Marks in 3rd, Macri 4th, Baston 5th, and Courtney in 6th. Talked quite a bit to Chase Randall earlier on today about Red Cedar Speedway. He said, man, I could not find a single video about this racetrack. I have no idea what to expect, but he's been doing pretty solid here in this heat race. 2 laps to go for the quickest chicken. Randall leads Kyle Larson by a half straightaway this time by. They will come down to the white flag in BR Motorsports heat race number 3. No issues inside the transfers. Checkered coming this time by, and the quickest chicken, he'll be in tonight's dash. He gets the win in BR Motorsports heat race number 3. Kyle Larson in 2nd, Brent Marks is 3rd, 4th goes to Anthony Macri, 5th to Spencer Baston, and 6th will be Tyler Courtney. It's the chicken with the win. Chase Randall will go to tonight's dash with the heat race victory. Kyle Larson will join him in the dash. He ends up in 2nd. Brent Marks 3rd, 4th goes to Anthony Macri, 5th to Spencer Baston. And your final transfer, the number 7 BC of Tyler Courtney. Corey Day back behind along with Joel Myers Jr. and Tyler Brabant. That is the finishing order in our final heat race of the night. Let's go downstairs to meet Anthony Macri, who finished 4th in that one.
Started 5th. Finished 4th. I got to talk to you about your hands here because this straightaway widens out really quick down into turns 1 and 2. Once you turn left to set this thing in, what are your hands doing behind the wheel of this 39M?
I mean, depends whether we get into the curb or not. I mean, we were a little tight there, so I mean, turning the wheel a little bit more left, but I mean, off the corner we were starting to turn right a little bit, but I don't really know what you want me to tell you.
I just want to know what your hands are doing, brother. It sounds like they're busy. It looks like they're busy out there. Good job.
Yeah, I'm sawing at the wheel in here.
Hey, I think you look smooth as glass. That's Anthony Macri going +1, 5th to 4th in BR Motorsports heat race number 3. He said he didn't know what I wanted to hear. I just wanted to hear him talk, Chase.
Yeah, he's not the best talker, Tony, but we're trying to get him out of his shell a little bit more. Anthony Macri finishing 4th in that heat race, and he will be a part of tonight's main event. We will be taking a break here on Flow. When we come back, it should be time to find out who starts where for the FK Rod-Ins Dash with the roulette redraw wheel. That's coming up next here on FloRacing.
I'm Casey Kane, and you're watching Kubota High Limit Racing on FloRacing.
Since their 2001 inception, DMI Racing Components have changed the game. From open-wheel suspension, steering, and driveline components to their line of Bulldog quick-change rears, they set the new standard for